Should we crack in? Yeah, so feel free at any point. I've done this again. You can shout out. We will encourage you. This will be going around asking for suggestions at some points for some of the games that we're going to play. So we encourage you to shout out, to run at us like it's the Oscars last year. It's a good game, so we're doing it. So let's all try and remember to have fun. And again, if you are offended,
Tools from the tool shed on the patience.
That sounds pretty good, though. I don't know if you get the job done. All right, I'm just happy to be here. It's real shaky. That'll make it very interesting.
it's just very quiet in here. Despite it's shaking and a little bit smaller than normal. Your heads.
Let's open your mouth. Open your mouth wide up. Do you remember which one the wisdom tooth is, Dr. James?
Yes, right at the front. I'm doing a joke.
You're doing it.
Guys, this is about the front.
That's the one at the back. You ready? Right in there. Not with your hands. Right here.
No, I was just
It's the pliers. The pliers, Dr. James. Just shut up, relax, and enjoy it.
I'm shaking quite a lot.
And freeze.
Just cheer it up.
Dr. James, I'm not being funny. Dr. James. Dr. James, I'm not being funny, but you've got 17 other patients in there. And I have got other things to do in my life. Sit here and pass you stupid.
You know, sometimes just want all over this.
So that can be easily arranged. Yes. Now, you're a dentist. Remember? All those years? Get on a dentist.
Maybe you're going to see Doc. We don't have to operate on the teeth. Huh?
Sorry, can we see your passport? Sometimes I think about life and all the things that I've seen and all the people that I've seen and all the horror that I've seen in people's lives. And I think,
James, would you look at the time? Dr. James!
I just want to be a dancer. A made-up story that I just invented.
A sequel to a made-up story.
That's right.
Hang on, what went to Texas?
Yeah.
It's not even a place. Okay, Teresa. We're playing at the library, right? We're looking for the first edition of Paul Grotto. And
He just looked at us, I'm sure. No, I'm not sure. Like, I'm sure that she's seen the book.
I'll do
I'll
it.
text her too, sure.
Why would you put me down over there? It's unruly!
That's a librarian.
Chicken duck.
Gotta get out of here.
Hang on. I've got an idea. Leave this to me. What's your name? You like books? I like books. Yeah. What kind of books do you like? Do you like
Yeah, brilliant. I can see the people watching us.
I like books that are for grown-ups. Do you have any books for grown-ups?
Look around.
And now over here, because over here are books everywhere. As I said before, it's a library. I recommend you look at the books. They're all for adults except for the one that says children's section. So if you believe me, that'd be much better for both of us. I've got that.
I think we should leave it be. It's clearly been.
I really loved you in the Borat movie. I can hear you saying, "Oh, once fall on the floor, I'll get that." Is this okay?
That's illegal in some states now, especially Texas.
Is that Texas Adam?
What's that dog doing in library?
Oh, yeah,
Have you all seen? There's another one! There's dogs in this library! Hello! Hey, you a book? Are you a book? Kind of a book here.
Let's just get the dog up here. He's gonna do better. Talk. I mean, this is.
It
how
is a
it's
book! You'll never get it. You'll never get it. Not only is it a book, it's sequel. It's called sequel. The dogs.
I'm not sure I'm happy with that. I'll get the book.
Hang on, you're a dog as well. You're standing on two legs. What's going on?
Oh!
Why have too much of this?
My friend.
Is that like, do you know what this is? Is that like vodka?
I can't read.
Where's food? Food? I fancy a kebab. What's your name now? Ruby Lou.
No, Ruby.
Good to see you. How you doing? It's good to see you.
I'm a bit sad because after today I will only have one of
What's the matter with you, man? Come on, we're getting out today.
you. It's already morning loss of you, Mr. Muscle Pants. Your final lady. Oh, here am
I'm so happy to be leaving. So I go out into the world and do whatever I want and wear whatever I want. I can be anything. I can do anything. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna have no trouble with your job.
I think I can see smells.
I'll be fine. I have many other prisoners that I can take my time with. Won't be the same without you two here, and I'm quite choked up about it. I'll make do.
Hey, man. Thank you so much for looking after us. It's been a real pleasure to be here. And I feel like I've learned so much. I've grown as a person. I came in and I was sad and alone. But now, because of you, I feel good. I feel smooth. I feel like I can take on the world.
Because you're our Olympic gymnasts.
Yeah.
Do you have any sort of head trauma you could talk to our cancer? X-ray technician? Well, maybe you know an X-ray technician because you.
Okay, so technically, it has been like 48 hours since my last update, but it feels like I've been through so much stress that it's been an entire week in my lifetime. So basically, we had to return our rental car in Rhode Island at 1, and we had to check out at noon. So I woke up at 11. I hopped in the car, we drove to the airport. So we waited in the airport for 4 hours or however long it was, something like 4 hours. I mean, you start boarding before the flight leaves, but technically we got there 4 hours before our flight. Here's where things start to get a little messy. I get on the plane and there's no TVs, which like, not a requirement, but I was hoping to watch a movie and I was like, yada yada yada, it'll still be fine. We had so much turbulence. Oh my lord. There was so much turbulence. I was gripping my mom's hand. I was like, I hate this. Me and heights don't mix, but if a plane is like very smooth, I can forget that I'm in a plane except for when I get up to use the bathroom. So then we get to the Detroit airport, which is where we had a layover, which actually was a pretty nice airport. I was surprised. I was like walking down the like moving walkways and I saw something like red moving. It was out the corner of my vision and I looked up and there's a train in the Detroit airport, which is really fun. And I decided to download some episodes of a show onto my phone. I've been watching Servant or Servant. I feel like it's Servant, but for some reason in my brain it's Servant. It has Rupert Grint in it. It's on Apple TV Plus. So I used a little like TikTok hack on the plane to like put the barf bag between your phone and your phone case and hang it. It worked out really well. Honestly, amazing. Life-changing for if you're in a plane that does not have a TV. Now here's where things start to get not so fun. We get to the Chicago airport and the person pushing my wheelchair is grumpy. I'm disabled and being on a plane increases my symptoms, like it makes them a lot worse. So the person's grumpy. Okay, I get it. They probably had something going on in their life. Then they drop me off at a train and they claim that it's super easy to get to Uber from there. But this airport is incredibly big. I landed at O'Hare. Chicago's so big that it has 2 airports, which is mind-boggling to me. So we get lost. I'm walking around in the heat. I did see a bunny and I got to pet a baby bunny. That was really fun. It was just like in the grass, this random grassy area at the airport. Okay, so I get lost. I walk around for probably at least a half mile. I'm not feeling well. Eventually find the Uber. The Uber took a long time to get to the hotel. I didn't realize we were so far from the airport. Oh gosh. I'm literally so mad that I'm trying not to cry right now because I cried enough last night. I don't need to cry anymore. I'm fine, right? Right? We get to the hotel. We booked our hotel months in advance. And we get here. And the person behind the counter is like, oh yeah, we just have to wait for the manager. It'll just be a little bit longer. I'm like, the manager? I was like, we are just wanting to get into our hotel room. It's like 11 at night. And I'm like, considering the manager's coming, I freaking bet on my life that you overbooked this hotel. They did. So we booked months in advance, okay? It wasn't like it was a last minute booking. Our hotel isn't the hotel that we most wanted because the hotel we most wanted was full. The manager said, here's $40. 20 will get you to the new hotel, 20 will get you back. You will have a hotel room the next night. The whole purpose of me staying at the hotel was to be within walking distance and a very short walking distance from LeakyCon. For an able-bodied person, you just add 20 minutes to your commute time and you get to LeakyCon, because this hotel that they sent me to was 20 minutes from the location where LeakyCon is occurring. I'm not an able-bodied person, and I will be calling Marriott and I will be explaining in detail about how refunding us for one night doesn't cut it. And I will be explaining how if this situation happens again, you cannot do this to disabled people. So I want to also clarify before I get into exactly what it means for my body, that this is a common thing that happens with people with health issues, particularly spoonies. Spoonie is someone with a chronic illness. We have a limited amount of energy in the day called spoons. Now, for us to do a task that someone would do normally, like say walking down a flight of stairs, it takes us more energy and more spoons. So if we started the day with this many, and we do a few tasks that a normal person would be able to do, all of a sudden we have less spoons. Keep doing more tasks, less and less and less, and soon we don't have energy to do anything else for the day, and we need our sleep to help us out. I have a condition called delayed sleep phase disorder that disrupts my sleep pattern. I sleep from approximately 3 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day. On Comic-Con days, I don't get as much sleep as I normally do, but I have to sleep in until the very last minute before I can leave my hotel room so that I can minimize my health symptoms. The less sleep I get, the more worse my health symptoms are. And because of this delayed sleep phase disorder, it is physically impossible for me to back up my sleep schedule. So if I were to wake up early, it is physically impossible for me to take my 3 a.m. bedtime and scoot it up by a few hours. So by adding 20 minutes to my commute time, that took 20 minutes from my sleep. But it was more than just 20 minutes because I had to get to the new hotel 15 minutes early to get my luggage checked in here at the new hotel. The new hotel meaning the hotel I was supposed to stay at from the start. So if you calculate this whole thing, I lost about 35 minutes of sleep, which to some people doesn't seem like a lot. To me, it meant that my health symptoms were exponentially worse and I was struggling for the first half of the day. Eventually, I was able to get enough calories into my system that I was able to somewhat walk around better. So I will be having a long chat with Marriott Hotels about this, because as soon as I explained my situation to some other people with health issues, they nodded along, go, I completely understand what's going on. So it is not a situation that it's unique to me, and for an able-bodied person, it's inconvenient to have to go in a hotel that's a different part of town. For a disabled person who purposely had chosen a hotel close to their event because of their physical health limitations, it is completely detrimental to their trip. So yeah, that's a little rant. And I will be discussing with Marriott about how if this happens again, you cannot do this to disabled people, and refunding us for the night that you screwed us over is not good enough. So yeah, it's not like I want to weasel them out of more money. I just want them to basically understand how much they messed me up because of my health issues. So yeah, I could rant about this for such a long time. I cried so much last night that I thought my eyes would be swollen. They were red when I woke up, but they're better now. So I'm in my proper hotel now. This is when I was supposed to be at from the start, that they overbooked. I talked to my dad about it. He thinks that they overbooked on the assumption that people would cancel, and people didn't cancel. And the thing too is the hotel told us, from circumstances outside of our control, we don't have room for you. And I was like, that is such a load of, pardon my language, bullshit. You booked too many people and you know you did that. And what's weird is the same thing happened with Harry Potter Magic at Play, which is an event that I'm going to be doing in Chicago. Like, they emailed me saying, for circumstances outside of our control, we can't have you at your time slot again. I was like, really? For circumstances outside of your control? You booked too many people for one slot, and then you told me that I can't go to my slot anymore, even though, again, I booked months in advance. I booked in May. Chicago, you are not my city. Also, literally, this is gonna be really gross, but I need to say it. Why does Chicago smell like diarrhea? Like, is it just the specific parts that I'm at? Like, it literally smells like diarrhea everywhere. If you go near where the music festival is, which I drove by on the way to my new hotel last night, well, the one that I stayed at for last night, we drove by the music festival and it smells like weed nonstop. Which, like, I'm sort of used to the smell of weed because I know a lot of people smoke weed, but I've been around them when they've been high. And also I'm from one of the first states that legalized weed, so yeah. Also, I've done it before. Not smoking it though, and for medical purposes only, but no hate to you if you don't use it just for medical purposes. Anyways, yeah. So this is my hotel room on the proper hotel. Because they screwed us up, they let us choose if we wanted a lower or higher floor, and we chose lower because I'm scared of heights. We literally went after LeakyCon today to go check out what the view was like on the top floor, and when I tell you, I got so dizzy. Like, I legitimately thought I was gonna fall over because everything was spinning, and it was a combination of bad health symptoms, which I've explained why I have bad health symptoms today, and also just being up so high really messed with my head. Oh, and from the top floor, I could see the Chicago Ferris wheel, which I love Divergent, and so like, I'm in Divergent land, the Divergent Ferris wheel from the movie. I passed by the Bean last night, and I was like, the Bean! Yeah, I love Divergent. Okay, now into LeakyCon. First thing of the day was getting my photo with James Payton signed. This photo was from LeakyCon Dallas in 2019. James was pointing out how he's lost a lot of weight in the pandemic and how he was saying like he lost 2.5 stone, which I think is a British saying because I have no clue what that means. I'm guessing that means he lost a lot of weight. He was asking me about how the pandemic was for me, and I asked him how it was, and he said he got really into working out, and I was like, it wasn't good, and he wanted me to keep elaborating, and so I told him about my hospital stays. I told him about how I had a feeding tube. He said, you are really brave to have made it this far and to keep fighting and taking it day by day, bit by bit to get better. And it really meant a lot to me because I got a cameo from him too, like when I was having a really bad mental health time, like the start of the pandemic. I was really struggling. Yeah, and I bought a cameo from him then, and it really meant a lot to me. He played Frank Longbottom in Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, which is where I most know him from. However, you may know him from his work on Captain America: The First Avenger, where he played Adolf Hitler, or you may know him from FBI International, or from Creation Stories, where he played Tony Blair, or from his various other works. He does stand in a lot for different shows and movies. So yeah, he really gets around and he really does what he enjoys doing, and I admire him for that. So this was at 10:15, and so that's why I had to like wake up so early. My tongue literally hurts because I cut out my retainer. So I'm gonna see if I can talk quickly, but knowing me, I always ramble. After that, I explored the marketplace a bit, and then I went to the Hufflepuff meetup where I sat with my friend Paula and my friend Mela. The Hufflepuff meetup was a lot of fun, a little disorganized, but like disorganized, chaotic goodness. And I was so mad, but the person who was leading the panel, like they showed me their Instagram to show me their Demon Slayer cosplays because I had a Demon Slayer mystery figure like duplicate that I need to give away, and so I gave it away to the panel person because the panel person said that they like anime. But then I was like, I'm gonna remember their username because they showed me their Instagram. I was like, I'm gonna remember. Walked away, 2 seconds later, I forgot it. So that's cool. Oh, went all the way to the Hufflepuff meetup, ran to the Trolley Witch, and I got a candy. Then I explored more of the marketplace. I talked to my friend Kelly, who runs Lunatic Life, and then my friend Callista, Cece, who you've probably seen me post about. Oh my gosh. I got a print for her, and I got the print signed. I'm trying to, there's a business card in with the print. There we go. Okay. I want to say the character's name was like Ewan? Anyways, Miranda Otto was there, so I got Miranda Otto's signature for my friend Cece. and this is the character's weapon. And this booth had the weapons for all the different characters from Lord of the Rings, so that's cool. Then I bought a ton more stuff at the marketplace. I'll do a haul at the end. And I went to Order of the Improv, which I'm really sad that Wallace had to cancel because he would have been awesome in there. And the panel featured Nessa Beecroft, who is Chris Rankin's fiance, sort of like the moderator a little bit. And I talked to her after the panel because she is a wonderful human. And we have a lot of the same health issues, so we like understand each other. And then the other people on the panel were James Payton, of course, because Order of the Improv is usually just James Payton and Wallace Hammond, but he wasn't here. He had to cancel last minute. Wallace, we miss you. I've never actually met him. I just feel like he's a really great guy based on what I've seen about him. And then Mike Schubert was there, and Mike Schubert runs the Potterless podcast, and that was fun, the improv. But then I went to another panel that Chris and James had, and it was about Who is James Payton, which is a documentary that is coming out very, very soon on Tubi, which is a documentary about James Payton, because he's a smaller actor who gets around a lot and has been in a lot of stuff, but not that many people know about him, know about his involvement with all of these works. And so the documentary is highlighting him, and it sounds like the documentary has a focus too on like a lens that takes on the fact that a lot of James's life was shaped by his dad passing away when James was 12. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Who is James Payton. Okay, now time for a haul. I unfortunately don't have the business cards for all of this. Please recycle this bag at a participating store. What store? There's no brand on here. What store? Anyways, I really like this, and I love like getting the Harry Potter signs, and I really want to like put the Harry Potter signs like up around my house at different spots to be like this would obviously go above my closet door. I think that would be fun to like have everything labeled. I have never really seen much stuff from Madame Malkin's, so very excited for this one. Also, there was like this creepy realistic looking baby doll that like jump scared me. Like someone was looking at this booth at the same time as me, and the like baby doll was there, and I like literally jumped. Like it scared me. And I've been watching Servant, which is about like a creepy baby doll, and I was like, oh my gosh, the freaking baby's here. Also, I'm not doing these in any particular order because I'm disorganized like that. This is the official LeakyCon Chicago shirt. Got it in size large. Everyone always seems surprised that I'm size large, and I'm like, honestly, I like having bigger shirts, and also I've gained a lot of weight, so why is everyone surprised that I'm size large? Like, let me live my life and wear whatever shirts feel most comfortable, you know? I found some Fantastic Beasts related items at a booth. So this is Santa's from Secrets of Dumbledore. It's just a sticker, and there's this one, which I love Lita, which is why I got this, but also Theseus. And then I told the person at the booth that Theseus is my favorite. The person at the booth wrote down a discount code for me to use and said that there's more Theseus stuff online for their site. They are Nerdy Paper Co. So we'll for sure be buying whatever Theseus stuff I can find on their site. Well, I've got this here. Here is all my ribbons from day one. This is my design for ribbons this year, which go with my cosplay for tomorrow. And then pins wise, these two I brought, but this one I got at the booth for free. It says Rawling Stinks because she freaking does. Although I would use some more fanciful language to describe my opinions on her. From Love Good Bath Potions, and Love Good Bath Potions is very well known in the Pottergram community. I got this, which smells really good, and it keeps looking like something that I should just be able to drink. I keep looking at it going, just like take a sip, but no, I'm not gonna take a sip obviously because it's bubble bath. And I've been FaceTiming people, like flipping it this way and shaking up a bit so it's less shiny. I've been FaceTiming people with it like that, and like my hand on the bed so it looks like the hospital. I'm trying to prank people. So yeah, here is what it says on there, and it looks really gross, but I love that. On the way out of LeakyCon, I was stopped by some people who were handing out bags, and this is the bag. Harry Potter Magic at Play, which is what I will be doing on Sunday. It says Chicago down there. I feel like I should just be walking around Chicago singing Chicago, Chicago, because isn't there like a song? Honestly, I've never actually heard the song. I've just seen the clip from like Victorious or whatever. So I remember the prices on these ones. So they have a little limited edition print. They'll have a different one each day, so I'll need to come back for the other ones. So got Ron today, and this is Dash of Nutmeg. And I also got this postcard, which is Wheezy's Wizard Wheezes. This was $5 plus $1 for the like credit card fee. I completely get that because that's expensive, the credit card fees. Okay, so I don't remember what booth this is. It says W&G, but I got this sticker from them. Proclamation, educational degree, number 1, turfs not permitted to attend school at Hogwarts. Yes! And then at that booth, they had a bunch of freebies, and I didn't feel like taking all the freebies since I wasn't buying like too much stuff from that booth, but I did pick up this Team Mystic patch. And I don't know if this one was at that booth or a different booth. I want to say it was at a different booth. I'm not 100% sure. It's the Howler. So I got one of these shirts last year, but I got another one. This asked me about my ship. And I got Hermione this year because I ship both Drarry and Hermione, even though they contradict each other. And I also ship Hermione. AO3 has a booth there. You can feel free to pause the screen and read. I was asking about AI because I'm very concerned about AI in fan fiction. I got this sticker. AO3 is Archive of Our Own. It's a fan fiction site. If you want the good fan fiction, go there. Also, I swear that I got another sticker from AO3. AO3 stickers were free. Not in my wallet. Oh, this wallet always makes me look like a Satanist. I'm like, no, it's just supernatural. Don't judge me. There it is. Chicago. Getting towards the end of the stuff. I think this is it for today. So one of these was a gift and one of these I bought. My friend Kelly from Lunatic Life makes amazing, amazing artwork. And I got this charm, which this is actually one of my favorite underappreciated moments from the series, where Hermione makes the Bluebell flames. I thought that was just so cute. I have it. And a lot of the stuff from Lunatic Life is made from wood. Some of it is made from other materials. However, no matter what it is 100% handmade by the amazing Kelly. And so, yeah, I'm just amazed by her work. Now, she made me this, and I am so excited to be able to wear this on Sunday. She made me Mrs. Fig's little cat brooch. Kelly's the nicest person ever. Holy crap. So yes, I'll be wearing this on Sunday, and I cannot wait to wear it. Okay, now I've got to go put this on the way and go decompress and relax. You know what else went wrong with Chicago? Wait, I'm missing something, and then I'll tell you what went wrong. Okay, I got a couple pins. Most of these pins are my mom's. Let me find the pins that are mine. Granger Parkinson. Underrated, and I've explained this before. It feels like the biggest FU to the turf to ship Hermione and Pansy together. And Hermione. Now, for the thing I was going to tell you about that was also annoying. This has nothing to do with like the hotel's fault or anything, or like it's nobody's fault. I have really bad luck with keeping powders, like makeup powders, all firm in one piece. And a while ago, my black eyeshadow on a palette broke. Got over everything, but I had like big chunks of it, and I like looked online and I like looked up how to like fix it, and I fixed it. Since we had turbulence on the plane, the turbulence shook it up and broke it. So there is currently black powder, black eyeshadow specifically, on every single piece of my makeup. Here's my little makeup bag that's been through a lot. I've had it since like 2019, and I just shove all my makeup in there, and it's like permanently stained from makeup. So this is the makeup palette. Luckily, I don't need to wear this white shirt anymore this weekend, so if I get black eyeshadow on it, it's not the end of the world. Oh my lord. This is, like, I was tired this morning and I couldn't even fully take down how much this is messed up. Did you see that? Did you freaking see that? I might just have to throw away these chunks because, well, it's just everywhere. What the heck? Or I'm gonna look up more hacks on how to fix it because I want to save some of the powder. Oh my gosh. Like, granted, I've had this makeup palette since like a long time, 2018, 2017, something around there. I forget when I got to Riverdale, but I remember this being shortly after Riverdale. Oh my gosh, it's in the carpet. It's in the carpet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, this was $14.90 and I wanted to use it to its maximum potential. But that dang black eyeshadow, which is called Dark Betty, you are ruining my eyeshadow palette. The thing that's causing the most issues for me is my beauty blender. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at my beauty blender. Every time I tap my face, got black all on my face. So it looked like I had soot on my face this morning, or soot, whatever you call it. This is my other beauty blender that was not in as bad shape, but I still have to clean it. This one at least blends in more, it makes sense. See, look, I have a different black, so I could scrape out the other black if I need to. But I'm hoping to save some of it. This one you can't see very well because it's gray, but it's like on everything. And I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna keep showing you more, but you can clearly see. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Now would be a good time to cosplay Seamus Finnegan. Like, I wish I would have brought my Seamus cosplay because I could explain away this by saying it fit with my cosplay. Okay, I need to go clean these. I need to go take a bath. I need to go relax. I'll see you all for day 2 of LeakyCon tomorrow.